Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to Hap on iOS. And today, I'm going to let you all play with my organ as we take a look at the KingB organ. Tonewheel organ from Yonac. Hello, welcome to the show. My name is Jade. This is How to App on iOS. And yes, we're all going to play with our organs today with KingB organ from Yonac. I hope you're all doing well out there. Welcome to our Wart Warriors. You can become one by clicking the join button or the link below. And that, I know, let the organ jokes commence. They've already started. It's all off. Boom! We are on the march to 4,000 subscribers, only 20 odd shy. We want to get there before June 3rd, which is the 4-year anniversary of this show. So if you're watching on the replay or you're watching live and you haven't subscribed and you get value from this show, please do so. It does help. Thank you so much for that. Alrighty, we're going to dive straight in and get into this stuff right now. We've got Thomas Christ coming up straight after this, playing Your Most Rockin' Music. And our featured artist today is, of course, the Delicate Giants, because they had an announcement, and I want to feature that announcement so you can hear what's going on, see what's going on, and all that fancy, fancy stuff. Let's over here to the beat community. Or should I cover this? All right, I'll cover this before we jump over. I bought some really cool stuff yesterday. I took a punt. So you may know or may not know, I'm starting to put together ideas for the new Metheist EP because it's long overdue, and I've got some really good ideas for it. And a lot of the time, I don't have a lot of time to get out of my drum kit and start putting drums down. And drums are the hardest thing to get done for metal. You know, it's a lot of programming, a lot of stuff, playing, then fixing it all up. So yesterday, I decided to go out on a limb and buy something, and boy, did it work really well. So there's a company called Ugritone, is that how you say it? And this is them here. And I went out and bought the almighty Midi pack collection. Look at this thing. Look at the packs it has. Beat down hardcore, black metal essentials, crust punk, death metal, deathcore, degent, doom, emo core, folk metal, grindcore, grunge, hardcore essentials, heartland rock, industrial metal, melodeath, melodic metal, metalcore, new metal, new wave British metal, post metal, power metal, progressive metal, rock anthology, skate punk, slam death, street punk, thrash metal, youth groove, freebie rock grooves. And I bought this thing over 4,500 midis, and wow, I took a risk, and guess what? You just drag him into Logic on iPad. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Instant death metal blast beats. Super happy. I think we'll do a show on it. They're pretty rad. It says 49 USD here, but I end up getting it for $30, something like that. And totally fill the sock metal, exactly. You should hear the grindcore stuff. Chili, it's rad. All right, let's over to the beat community, because Audio Thing right here have released a brand new app. It is called Fold. I've already got it. We'll take a look at it next week. So cool. Also, Aurora DSP has released Goblin for iOS. It's only a couple of bucks. It's pretty cool. They just released a tuner as well. And guess what it's called? Tuner. Tuna. Tuner for the Aussies. So you can get that for free, I think. It's if I do Aurora, do a search. Got to be able to spell it. Aurora DSP. Let's find them. Mammoth. There it is. Look at that. Tuna. This is free if you want to grab it. Free tuna from Aurora DSP. Nice stuff. Good. Boom. All right, back over here. So there's that. We looked at Toy Box. Yes, Toy Box's Buzz Zone. It was rad. It's really cool. New Rex on sale. Not much has changed here. Strummer and something else got an update from 4 Pockets, which is neat. I didn't say hello to you all. Let's do that. Gary Hubs is in the house. What's going on, Hubs? You see all those drum things I got, dude? Dude, they're awesome. Who else? Perpetual Platypussy with the pussy in the house for the organ. Audible Video, hello. Cold Acre, what's going on? Brad Example's in the house. Captain Brad Example. Dan Eckberg, you bought Goblin yesterday. Yeah, I got it too. We'll look at it next week. It's pretty damn rad. They've also got an app here, as you can see in beta. It's this one here. If you want to grab it, it's just here called Surbase. Is that how you say it? If you go over here and click this link, you can download the beta and check it out. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Thomas Christ slinging links in the house. Leela's safely landed. She's landed back home. That's pretty cool. Cold Acre wants to fill the sock. Patreon links. Thanks, Thomas, for bunging those in there. Ed Z. I was just chatting to Ed Z. Sorry, I had to split. Chaos, man. Fish is in the house. Fishy fish. Fishity fish. Awesome. All right. Let's... I'm so glad you're all here. Thanks for being here. I know there's a lot of choice these days on the internet, so thank you for taking the time to come and hang out with me for an hour. Awesome. We are going to jump over to here. Any price drops? Nothing's really changed from yesterday. New racks on sale. Some Chems apps. Rhinos on sale for a few bucks off. Cubases. Bam. Bunch of stuff. But we're looking at this today. Oops, this one here. KingB organ. It is $9.99. It's on sale. I don't know when that sale's going to end. Let's see. Special intro price for a limited time only. So your guess is as good as mine. It does have some in-app purchases. So we'll look at that while we're here. Jump over to my macro. I can show you. So there are 3 in-app purchases. You don't have to buy these. They're just organ, they're just sounds. So they are Organ Essentials, $1.99, Forever Classics, $1.99, and Meditations in Blue. You can grab those as extra if you want to. Completely up to you. It's not an essential. There's already heaps of sounds in here. And of course, you can make those sounds just by messing about yourself. Yeah, I agree. This is Yonac's best organ yet. This is really, really nice. MIDI mapping, it's just really beautiful. What have I done? Didn't want to close that yet. I want to go over here. Yonac. No, that's not this Yonac here. So this is their website, yonac.com. They have some fantastic apps. I've covered most of them. Tone Stack Pro, Guitar Amp, Magellan 2. You've got the Trooper. You've got Steel Guitar Pro, Roxon, which is turn your guitar into, is this the one? Yeah, turn your guitar into a synth. Cauldron, Casper. So they've got some really fantastic apps, and they're very fairly priced, the Yonac selection of apps. And Yonac KingB is their latest. We're going to have a listen to it right now. Yeah. So there's no desktop or Mac or PC version of this. These are just iOS apps by Yonac. They do make good stuff. Very, very solid stuff. I think everybody in the iOS community agrees on that. So I got to work yesterday and made a big project. Kind of. So I wanted to make something a bit circusy, like, I don't know, a little bit kind of like Mr. Bungle or something, just like a breakdown of a Mr. Bungle song. It's not like a Mr. Bungle song, it's just like inspired by it. So a bit circusy, a bit kind of fast, and yeah, so this is what I made. We've got 2 instances of KingB running up here. We've got our new auto drummer, our auto bass player, our AI pianist, and I played a couple of guitar tracks in there just to give it some crunch in the chorusy bit. So let's have a listen. I'll shut my mouth and let's hear how this came out. Boom. That was fun. Good stuff. So there we go. Here is my... There it is. We'll open it up in another project in AUM and have a look at it. But yeah, so as you can see with this project too, I used the new chords feature up the top. So you can see we've got all these chords up the top here. How did I bring those chords in? Well, I'm glad you asked. Maybe you didn't ask. I used Scalar to bring all the chords in. Because you can, because if you go over to Ed Zielinski's channel, who's right here in the chat, he's got a fantastic video up showing you how to put chords in the top here by using Scalar down here in the side. So go and do that. I'll do one eventually on it because I'm waiting to do it because Scalar are getting ready to update theirs to 2.9. And I don't know this for sure, but I have a feeling they're holding off on it because of the Logic update, and they're just going to put in something a little bit sneaky to make it a little bit easier. I'm hoping that because it was supposed to be released like 3 weeks ago, and it's been held off. So there's something cooking over there at Scalar, I believe. Yeah, I may be wrong, I may be right. Who knows? Who cares? Whatever. So let's have a look at how this thing works. There is Ed Z's channel. He's a legend. Go check him out. He makes very short, concise, clever tutorials. He's and there's his video right there. Boom. Good deal. Thanks, mods. You guys rock. Okay, we're going to open this up in AUM and have a bit of a play and see how this thing works. So I started that song I just played. I started actually making this in AUM last night, and then was like, why am I doing it here? I should be over in should be doing this in Logic because Logic's so cool with all the latest updates. And you can see here, this was what I was working on, pretty much the same thing. No, it's not working. Nice. I've got to do a quick reboot there. I do love how Logic hijacks your interface. See? Is it running now? There we go. All right, that's enough of that. Let's jump over here to, we'll solo this one out. Make sure my keyboard is connected. Shall we? Inputs. Okay. In fact, we'll actually do it as a standalone. We'll shut this out. Shut out Logic. Go away Logic. And we'll do this as a standalone. So you can load this up as an AUV3. You can load up as a standalone. And you'll notice straight away there's 3 keyboards here. So, because this is a Tonewheel organ, you have 3 sections in your cabinet up here. So, and you can see they are separated. Just, we'll take first note of this. So this section here is set to channel 1. Okay, so you can see up here there's a channel, little channel 1 along the side here. So that's set to MIDI channel 1. The low end, which is down here, yeah, down here, this is set to channel 3. And this one here is set to channel 2, the middle. So you can actually, if you had the time, and I was going to do it today and I just ran out of time, I have a larger keyboard over here. See if I can show you. Yeah, so I have this M Audio code 49 over here. You can go in and assign, you can split this up, you know, you can split this up into sections, into zones, and you could have the low end down here, middle, and you can set that up very easily to do. I just didn't have time to do it today, so I ran out of time. But I can show you straight away with the desk cam, with this cam over here, how we can swap between them just on this little keyboard, right? So because as you can see, they're separated by MIDI channels. So MIDI channel 1, which is what we're playing right now. You can see that these are being played. Right, so if I want to change MIDI channels, I just hold down here, change to 2. What do? I hit hold. I don't want to hit hold. I want to hit shift 2. And now you can see we're in the middle section now. Right, if I hold down shift and 3, now we're on MIDI channel 3, and we're doing the low bass notes, yeah? And you can see them represented down the bottom here. Hold shift, MIDI channel 2. We're back in the middle. So very easy on a larger keyboard to separate the zones and have all 3 sections of the keyboard. But I'll show you later on how you can have them all playing at once. You can do that if you want. You can have zone channel 2 and channel 3. You can do that too. So that's cool bananas. All right, firstly, if you don't like seeing the keyboards up here, you can get rid of those just by, so let's talk about the keyboards first. You've got over here the upper keyboard, the lower keyboard, and then the pedal section. So you can see them all individually if you would like, and you can see them all in this 3 split, yeah? If you want to play with all your hands. You can do that if you're super dexterous. I don't even know if that's a word, but it is now, whatever. So that's really cool. Lots of keyboard options. If you want to get rid of the keyboard completely, you can. You can get rid of it and it's all gone. You bring it back up. So you can change your octaves. You can actually change the size of these two, make them smaller, larger. So you've got more keys in front of you. So that's nice. You can do that. You can lock the keyboard. You can unlock it. So I can, with my finger, scroll while I'm playing. And then do a... So you can do all that kind of stuff nice and easily. Let's go down to a 3, something like that. And you can lock that back up. So that's cool. You've got a hold. If you want to hold your stuff, you've got a latch. All good. So lots of keyboard options if you want to do the keyboard options as well. Let's go up to the top and have a look how to get around and all of that stuff. Hey, Panda Cat, what's going on? If you don't smash the thumbs up and subscribe, you support 1,000 sad kitties in the rain. Absolutely. See you, Gary. Boom. All right, let's go from the top and have a look at what's going on. Over here, you have your banks. So your preset patches. And as you can see, you've got a lot in here. You get bank 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 4 banks of sounds. It's pretty fair for your $10. Then if you've paid for the in-app purchases, you will see the extra ones here, which are Organ Essentials, Forever Classics, and Organ Essentials 1, Forever Classics 1. Have I got these in twice? So you've got heaps of them in here. And to get the in-app purchases, how do you do that? There's a little shopping trolley up the top. We all love the shopping trolley here on the channel, and you can purchase them here. So as I said, they're $1.99 extra for each one of them. 32 import organ sounds, 32 time-honored organ tones, and 32 sounds for contemplative playing. And if you reinstall the app and you've already paid for them, you can just hit restore purchases and it will load them all up. Okay, so we have our 3 sections, which we've just mentioned here, divided by the little red MIDI channel. So you can see those. And this is where you can change shit up. So we'll focus on the first. Let's see, do we have a, we'll go to our bank 1. So this is where your drawers are. And am I in the right one? So this is number 1. The upper is over here. What am I doing? And this is where you can change all of these tones. This is why. This is a Tonewheel organ. Okay, so we can go to the low. I'm on the low now. What am I doing? Is that because, oh, it's because I have, because I have the keyboard on one of them, dickhead. That would help. Let's do that. We're on our... What am I set to? What do I leave my thing at? Let's move all these up. Let's just start them all back. All right. So I'm on the right MIDI setting now. So we are on the right MIDI setting. We're happy. Jerry Gomes. You know, I don't know anything about organs. Depends which organs we're talking about. Isn't that right? So we are on the upper at the moment, and you can change all these tones here, yeah? If we go to our low, just let me change to MIDI 2. And we've got our pedal. Let me change to MIDI 3. So it only has 2 draws, this one. Let's bring them all in now. Awesome stuff. So anyway, you see where all the draws are, how you can get to them. So nice and easy stuff there. Let's have a look at, I'm going to stay on, what do we go? We go shift 1. We have a swell down here. So you can add your swell. You have, now see how this rotary is moving back and forward, and I'm not using my mouse. I'm actually not using my fingers either. This is connected to your mod wheel. So you can add your tremolo or a chorale. In the middle, stops it, down. So that's nice. I like how that's automatically just connected. Up and down, don't have to do anything. Look at that, look at it go, look at it go. It's very exciting stuff. We'll put it back in the middle. So we've got a vibrato and a lower vibrato here. Let's change. Oops, that one. So you can hear that on the lower vibrato. And we have a CV here. Boom. Let's come back over here. We've also got, I'm going to come back to shift 1. So we've got a soft for the volume or normal. We've got a fast decay and slow decay. And we've got a harmony here as well too. So a third harmony. have to be on 2 for that. That's for second. Third harmony. I keep forgetting which keyboard I'm on. Okay, and what's it, Russ say here? Guitar through a Leslie sounds really cool. Well, I'm glad you say that because guess what? There are a whole bunch of effects in here. And how do you get to the effects? Well, if we move the keyboard, they pop up straight away. So you can replace the space down here with the effects. Hello, Pete Johns. Good to see you. So you've got effects here. You've got a preamp. And you've got a ton of effects. So straight away you can make this dirty. You've got a mid boost. So there's an EQ in here for the preamp as well. There's an EQ over here as well. So you've got an EQ here that you can turn on and off. There's a lot of EQs in here. Let me tell you that. Nice. We've also got a wah pedal. Yeah. So we can turn on the wah pedal. And dragging my finger over this. Why is it not working? Come on. Oh, there we go. And you've got an auto. So we've got an auto wah, nice. We've got a flanger, so you can switch between flanger and chorus. We've got a delay. We'll turn off the modulator. So you've got to turn on that modulator down there. Turn this sucker on to switch between your flanger and chorus. We've also got a tape delay. So you got feedback, you got a mix, all that stuff, and you have this spring reverb. Are you ready for this spring reverb? This spring reverb, it's already on. Listen to this. Is that not one of the nicest spring reverbs you've heard? It is, isn't it? You could probably just sell that spring reverb alone. It's pretty damn nice. So these are your first row of effects. We've got that preamp there if you want to dirty sounds up. Not only that, you've got a guitar amp. So you can decide between 3 different guitar amps. A US, turn it on, which has got another EQ in there. You've got a got a UK one as well. Pretty neat. to have pedals, an amp as well. And you've got a compressor, so the compressor is currently on. Another studio EQ down the bottom here, and quite a few bands down here if you want to mess around with that. Plus we have a different reverb. Let's turn that off. We also have this reverb, which is a plate. We'll just make sure the other one's off. Oh, I forgot this section as well. Get it together. We'll come back there. So we can choose between a plate. There's a whole bunch of them here. We've got a room. We add a chamber. A hall. Cathedral. A tunnel. And a plate. And back here we have more. I skipped this. I missed this. So we can flip between our choral and our tremolo here as well too. So also remember, as I said, you can do that just by using your mod wheel, but you can do that over here as well. We also we can change the horn and the drum in here as well. There's so many options. It's just so ridiculous. And the other thing is, let's talk about this before we go to our break, is this is like a 46 megabyte download. These are not samples. This is all, modeled stuff. So it's going to take up no room on your iPad or your iPhone. Is it iPhone 2? I think it's iPhone 2. Yes, it is iPhone as well. So it's not going to take up any room. I do believe it also works on the Mac. Yes, so you can use this on your Mac as well. Just checked. You can use it on your Mac. You can load it there as well. So that's really cool. Let's have our break every day halfway through the show. It is easy on the CPU because it has absolutely no samples. Let's run our ad. Every day we run an ad halfway through the show so everyone gets it at the same time and you can come back and you're not missing anything. Run the ad right now. You may or may not get served an ad. If you'd like to avoid the ad, you can become a YouTube premium subscriber and that does help. Skip the ad. We'll be waiting for you to come back. I can tell you what's coming on the show tomorrow. It is this guy's coming on the show tomorrow. Pete Johns. We're going to talk all things Logic, past, present, future. What does it mean for iOS? I'm excited. We're having a double feature tomorrow because Pete's got a pre-recorded podcast with Patrick Baird as well from the Logic Pro Guide and the GarageBand Guide. So they're going to be leading into this. So hopefully you can come and join me. Lots of cool stuff to talk about Logic. It is dominating the space at the moment. Boom. And Dave Fox, hello. All right. Let's come back to where I was with this thing. So we can change even the mics. We can change the balance between the horn and the drum. And the distance of our mics, the angle of our mics. We have a whole lot of stuff here. So left and right mics for the horn, left and right mics for the drum as well. I mean, there's a lot of options in here for you to play around with. Another EQ down the bottom. And we've got a DI down here as well too. Wow, it's really full on. There's a lot of good stuff in here. So I'm going to over here. Let's talk about the other settings. So I've clicked the settings up here. My Lord, look at all of this. You can change the tonality, crosstalk, drawbar leak. It's so deep, this thing. It is really, really deep. There's a lot of stuff for you to get in here and mess around with. Where are we? Give me 1 second. Okay. What does the DI do? Says Coffee Kev. I think DI inject. Let's see if I can look it up and give you an answer from here. Dry, unprocessed audio from the organ after passing through the pre-effects can be blended with the rotary cabinet and guitar amp. Okay? So, when both the cabinet and the guitar amp are off, the DI signal will be heard. When either is on, DI signal can be blended via the DI and DI pan knobs. So when it's connected to a guitar amp, I'm guessing that's what it means. If we've got a guitar amp on here. There you go. And we can do a DI pan. So we're blending in the signal of the amp and this rotary section here as well, the rotary amp as well. Hopefully that answers your question. Let's go over here to our settings. We'll take a look at this. So yeah, lots of settings in here for the percussion, the levels. You can even do the tuning, the pedal tone, the note attack. It's very, very, very deep. And I don't have all the time to get through it. We only got 20 minutes and we want to hear some tones and stuff. To the side here, this is where it gets cool. So this is where you can separate your upper, lower, and your pedals. So you can send these to any, you've got scroll, 16 MIDI channels, of course. So I could right now go to our lower and change this to 1 and change this to 1 as well. Now all three are being controlled by my one keyboard, yeah? Let's go in here and just choose a new tone. And I'll show you what I mean. Bring our keyboard back. And you can see now, as I'm playing a chord, all three of these keyboards are coming through my MIDI controller because I've moved them all to MIDI 1, yeah? So you can do that. Or just, as I said in the beginning, split your controller over zones and have it going out to MIDI 2, 3, all that kind of jazz. Yeah, we'll move this back to 2. You can have it set to Omni, whatever you like. You can split these in here as well. So you can decide what key you want to start at. Yeah, so you can actually do that here on your keyboard. I can go in here and change this to C. You can choose whatever key you want in here. So you can do it via software as well. Change the velocity, your pitch wheel. You have your MIDI in, what you're using, what to control. There's so much. And you've got a user manual here in the About section. It's pretty damn rad. If you want to get to the effects, you can jump over here nice and quickly as well. Yonac always put in one of these as well. They're in every one of them. It's you know what? Every time I see it, it reminds me of old school iOS apps. So there's a recorder in here if you just want to record stuff, yeah? Does anybody use this? It's interesting. I just love that they do it though, because so you can load a file in here if you want. You can, if you record a file, load a file in there, hit load, select a file, and you can play along with it, I guess. But it is cool that they do add that in there. All right, let's play some tones, and I'm going to do it. Oh, I forgot one last thing. Over here, let's bring our keyboard back. Over here, we'll kill this. Boom. We have these little presets for your upper and your lower. So some nice little presets in there you can just access. And if we jump over to number 2. Nice. And they are accessed by clicking this little keyboard thing here. See, they disappear. So a nice little quick menu to get to some little settings there if you just want to rip in a sound and not go and change your entire sound with a preset. All right, let's jump out of that. We'll load up again our project from before so I can just hit play and we'll go through some presets. So look, if you're into playing around with organs, it's definitely the app for you. Yeah, it's definitely like very, very powerful. So many controls, and you know, Yonac just do that. They've always been. So we'll just play this. Been really good with this stuff. I'm going to just go through. I'm just going to keep this playing and go through these presets. So on average, it looks like bank 1's got 28. Bank 2's got 27. Bank 4's got 27. And bank 1's got 26. So roughly around 26, 27 presets in each that you get just for buying it. Let's start with bank 1. I'll turn my mic off. Thank you, Fishy. Let's mess around with this one with some presets. We'll go to bank 2 for this one. That's nice. So remember, these are all the ones that are inside of that you get as part of buying it, yeah? So a lot of different sounds that you can get from this organ. Don't think it's just a very, one-dimensional organ, obviously. Let's get some of that drip in there. Now, if you want to favour one of these, there's a little star. Boom. It goes into your favourites, which you can get to right up the top. And there it is. So you can, if you like one, hit the star. Easy to do. Anything that you save or change, can we do that? I don't even know if we can save it. Yeah, so we can save our presets down here. We can create a new bank. So all your options to do all that stuff are down here. Rename banks. Edit the names of banks. So you've got all the saving stuff down here. Let's have a listen through these in-app purchases. Organ Essentials. Nice bit of fuzz lord in there. Boom. Hopefully you get a good idea of some of these sounds. It's pretty limitless. I mean, it's all modeling, so you've got so many options to model whatever sound you want if you really want to. Tons and tons of presets for you to play around with. Plus, if you love tinkering and you love messing around, you want to find that original sound. If you want to split it up across a keyboard that you can zone, do everything like that. This is very, very powerful. And again, we are so lucky to have these apps for $10. It's ridiculous. It is on sale, so if you are after it, you know what to do. Grab it before. They haven't given us a date when it's off sale, so there is that, of course. What can you do? We'll close out of this. Boom! Good stuff. Yes, now if you are a Patreon, maybe there'll be a post up in a few minutes that'll let you know. Maybe you could score one if you're a Patreon for $5 and above Patreons. Boom, there's that too. We are going to head out today. Remember, tomorrow we got Pete Johns coming on the show. That's going to be fun. It's always fun having Pete on the show. There we are, me looking like an idiot and Pete pondering. And we're going to be doing more than me looking like an idiot and Pete pondering tomorrow, talking about logic. Fire your questions at us, that kind of stuff. If it'll be live, interaction, on fire, good stuff. Come and join us for that. I think this week too. Also, so there's a couple of shows. I'm not sure when this is happening. So there's a couple of shows I have set up to do. There's this one. I'm just not sure when it's going to happen. It could be Friday. It could be Sunday. I'm not really sure. This is Chord Jam. They have a brand new expansion pack out. And the other one, that's Patreon, and I think, there's this too. So we're going to be looking at the new RetroArch and SPP emulators as well too for video game heads. I'm just not sure when that's happening. And yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Today's featured artist is, of course, the Delicate Giants, and they have an announcement, and we're going to play that announcement here. This is called Morning All, testing a new synth. Delicate Giants album news. There's a link pinned to the top of the chat. If you would like to check out the Delicate Giants, go buy their music on Bandcamp. It's all up the top there. Let's play this and get out of here. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better, and we'll all rise together. Stay awake, and I'll see you tomorrow, yeah? Let's Oge. Hopefully the sound's going to work. Let's Oge. Bye-bye. Thomas Christ is up next with You Rock. I'll dump you over there. See you later.